Probably the most asked question I get on my channel is, how am I okay with my girlfriend doing OnlyFans? Here's a little behind the scenes of what we're gonna be filming tonight. We're gonna be doing some stuff behind the screen. Getting ready. She's got what looks like the beginnings of a bodysuit. All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna take you through a day in the life of an OnlyFans couple. I know, I said it. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. First things first, we gotta let this beautiful beast, the Jackie boy, into the house. He wants us to open the window. He wouldn't come to the door. He wants the window open instead. Nope, he's not interested.
Can you come in?
What is going on with this guy?
Hello? Excuse me. What are you looking at over there?
All right,
oh, he sees Coop over there.
screw him. We got stuff to do.
Alright, bye buddy. See you later.
Alright, so first thing I want to address is when I say an OnlyFans couple, what does that mean? Like when people ask what we do, I always say social media. We do social media. YouTube, Patreon, OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. We make money from all these different platforms. One of the platforms that we make money from is OnlyFans. And we've made millions of dollars on OnlyFans. And actually, Christina is one of the top earners on the platform. So I wanted to kind of explain, like, what does that mean? What does it look like to be an OnlyFans? Because people, for some reason, there's this like negativity around OnlyFans and girls who make a living on OnlyFans. But I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort that goes into that. Did you know the average earnings of someone who has an OnlyFans account? $187 a month. So making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on that platform is very, very difficult. And you really can only do that if you have an audience. So we didn't just start out with an OnlyFans page, you know, we started out making content, right? We built a following on Instagram, we built a following on YouTube, we built a following on TikTok, right? And OnlyFans didn't even exist back then, right? We didn't start out thinking this is what we're gonna do. It's just kind of where it headed, and we saw an opportunity there.
Where the road takes us.
Well, and it's also something that we enjoy doing. Like again, we're gonna go into like question and like probably the most asked questions that we get. We're gonna go into all of that later on in the video. I want to kind of do like a day in the life plus ask questions about it. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm saying day in the life of an OnlyFans couple, because it's one of the sources of income that we have for ourselves. So I wanted to take you guys from waking up in the morning, but I was honestly just tired and I didn't feel like filming when I woke up. So yeah, I normally sleep in until around, I set my alarm for like 10:30 a.m. We're like late.
10:30 and then snooze like 100 times.
But we tend to be up later at night doing things. Like I do a lot of work and editing at night. So I've always been like a night owl. Even when I was like in high school and stuff, I hated waking up at 6 in the morning and shit. I absolutely hate it. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah, but I don't film up that much. My God.
Well, there's gaps in there.
Okay.
See, there's a gap.
That's fair.
And there's a gap.
So food-wise, I tend to not eat that much in the morning because I'm just not hungry, and I try not to make myself eat when I'm not hungry. So I'll usually have like a protein bar or something, and I'll show you like what the bars are that we that I normally get. There's a couple different ones. So this Nature's Valley protein bar, 10 grams of protein, I'll do that. If those aren't in stock, I grab these. Very similar, 10 grams of protein. It's all natural ingredients.
We have more cat food than we actually have people food.
If we ever have a problem with the end of the world, we're going to be eating cat food. So I prioritize getting protein. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because if you want to be popular on OnlyFans, you have to look good, really. So the other thing I do is I do protein shakes. I do these Ensure protein shakes. They have 150 calories. They have vitamins and minerals, 30 grams of protein. So that's a great thing to do. So right off the bat, I'm getting like 40 grams of protein in the morning. And then I do a little shake, Aftershock. So it has carbohydrates, protein, amino stack. It has creatine. It's like basically an all-in-one. So like this is, yeah. So this is pretty much the only supplement that I take. I guess, and a multivitamin. The rest of the stuff is, yeah, this is like my pre-workout. Yeah.
But non-caffeinated.
Non-caffeine. I don't do caffeine or else I won't be able to sleep. I already have issues like with sleeping and stuff.
So on top?
Yeah. I usually put water in it first.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you screwed up. Big time. And then what do you normally do for breakfast?
I do 2 eggs and a banana. Maybe some chia seeds. 2 tablespoons of that with some water, and then I cycle through either cucumbers or an orange, something.
So she eats probably healthier than I do for breakfast. But she eats
I
bananas.
also wake up earlier than him.
Yeah, well, you've been setting your alarm at 9, but you used to wake up when I did, around 10.
Yeah, but for a couple months now, it's been like 9. I'm trying to be motivated, right? New year, new me. I got goals. I gotta look good. I gotta feel good. And I gotta make content.
Yeah, and then also like...
And also with like the time change.
Yeah, it's winter.
I gotta wake up earlier because I don't have a lot of sun and daylight, but also we don't see the sun here. It's been like 15 days of no sun.
But we need daylight to film videos and stuff, like her try-ons and things like that, and even vlogs. So like, if we don't get up earlier, by the time we go to the gym and come home, it'll be like the sun is setting. So it's like we literally can't do anything.
You gotta get dressed,
yeah.
Get everything ready, and then you don't feel like doing anything. It's really right now what we're experiencing is a state of winter depression.
Yeah, which pretty much starts here around middle of January and goes through like March.
I said like January 2nd.
Yeah, January.
Like, what the hell?
Because we don't see the sun a lot. It's cold. It's shitty. You just want to sleep all day. Yeah.
Not getting any sun.
It's not fun. And then the other thing I do when I wake up in the morning, because I just don't like to get right out of bed, I just go into my social media accounts. I start with Instagram and I scroll through and I usually answer all the comments from people. Well, messages, I should say. So I literally just go through my list of messages and just talk to people, reply to people, whatever. I literally have answered thousands and thousands of comments. So I do that on Instagram. Then I go to my TikTok and I do it on my TikTok. Look at those numbers right there. 418,000 followers. I don't know why it says that because I only have 396,000. So it doesn't even make sense. But I go through here. I look and I see like what kind of numbers things are doing, the stuff that I've posted. And then I do the same thing. I go to YouTube, go to my YouTube account, and then I go through like my current messages on my videos. I check and see like how my videos are doing, what kind of comments are they getting, how's the interaction, how are the views, stuff like that. And then I actually go and I look through Christina's stuff too to see how the stuff that she's posting is doing. So if you want to get into social media and you want to make this your living, it's all based around attention. You have to get attention. So ideally you want to have some sort of niche that like is unique to you, which I started out with I started out with fitness, then I went into motorcycles, then I went into cars, now it's like lifestyle vlogging. And like now that we've built millions of followers, now I feel like we are qualified to talk about how you grow an audience and stuff like that. What happened this week?
I will make it a short story.
That's what she says.
I'll make it a short story. Our new cat, Nemo, was outside and there's another orange cat named Coop. They got into a scuffle. Think of like a cartoon cat scuffle where it's literally on top of each other and they're rolling around like balls. And I screamed and I yelled and I tried to break them apart. They fought 4 times and then finally I like put my leg trying to kick them to stop.
She was in the middle of filming a try-on.
Yeah, I was wearing
bikinis.
I was wearing lingerie for Onlyfans. So I had like stockings on, which were cut up, so it was skin. I had no protection. And I put my leg out, and Coop, who attacked the new cat Nemo, because at that time he still had his balls, which I recently neutered him, he had let go of Nemo and then wrapped around my leg, and he bit down really hard right there, which that's the most painful part, and then scratched right there. So now it's black and blue. I'm on antibiotics. And then wrapped around as well with claws here. So he literally wrapped around my leg and bit, and I yelled, and it was bleeding, and yeah, so.
Fun times.
First time it's happened. So with how many years I've worked with cats,
this winter, for some reason.
I don't know, it started this
been a lot of
year,
cat
has
fights.
been very tough. Like a lot has happened and it's all been bad. So I don't know what this year is gonna bring, but boy, was it rough. Learned my lesson though, don't ever use your body parts to break up a cat fight.
No, especially when that's your moneymaker.
That too. Speak of the devil, this is him. This is the culprit. This is Coop. This is who bit me. Yeah, he's actually the biggest a-hole on earth. He growls and hisses and doesn't like anyone. He's a loner.
Also wants in the house.
But he wants in, but he wants no other cat to come near him. So, yeah, that's him.
Make sure they know you went to urgent care. You got to end.
I did. I went in urgent care immediately. I got a tetanus shot,
Make sure
and then
he doesn't have rabies and everything. Like
yeah. Oh, here he is. This is who he attacked. Nemo, our newest cat, who's now neutered, but. He's bothering Desmo. They're getting into fights.
Fun times.
Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna get him again.
All right, while our car is warming up because it's freezing outside, I want to show you what the current temperatures are looking like here in central Pennsylvania. We've got today a high of 39. Tomorrow is a 41, which is pretty impressive. And then Sunday we have 3 to 5 inches of snow, 35 degrees. Then it drops into the teens. Low of 7, high of 19. Low of 0, high of 17. And it continues on like that. And more snow coming on the way. So when people are asking where the motorcycle videos are, well, I clearly can't ride any motorcycles, and I'm actually waiting on a bunch of parts. If you guys don't know, I do custom motorcycle builds, and they're actually community funded, and we give them away whenever we're done. I have 2 bikes right now that we're building, a custom Diavolo and a custom MV Agusta Brutale. And they're going to be well over $100,000 by the time that they're done combined. And we're aiming for a spring giveaway. So if you want to be entered to win those bikes, help support those projects, and be a part of the community, patreon.com/Campisi Customs is always the first link in the description below. We're going to head out to the gym, which is one of the most important things that we do every day, apart from trying to stick to our diets, getting good sleep. Working out is really important because it really helps our headspace, and then of course it helps us look good and be healthy as well. Okay, so while we're heading to the gym, I think now is a good time to do some Q&As. And I would say probably the most asked question I get on my channel is, how am I okay with my girlfriend doing OnlyFans? So first of all, I'm totally fine with it. I fully support it. Her sharing stuff, her filming or myself filming and us editing and deciding what we're okay posting online, and somebody seeing her online, I have no problem with that at all. We actually talked about it, and because originally she wanted to do modeling, like swimsuit and lingerie and stuff, think of like a Victoria's Secret model or something. And the thought of her going to shoot with other people, most of which photographers would be guys, like at different sets and locations where I wouldn't be there, that makes me way more uncomfortable, even just shooting in bikinis and lingerie, than doing OnlyFans in the comfort of our own home, where her and I are doing and filming everything and deciding what we're comfortable putting out there. The next question is people asking me if for some reason I get off on guys finding her attractive and like doing whatever they do to her content. No, not at all. Just because I'm comfortable with her sharing and filming that kind of stuff, we're not swingers. We're in a monogamous relationship. It's just her and I. We've been together for over 10 years now, and it's just been her and I. No cheating, no scandals, no bullshit. It's just her and I. It's just something that we're comfortable doing, and we've sat down and talked about what our boundaries are and what I grew up as an athlete. I've been around dudes naked my whole life in showers and whatever else. I don't care, and I think maybe it's different for men. I could be naked in front of a stadium full of people. I don't care. My dick's pretty much been online before, in her content and stuff. I don't care. Nobody cares. But it's a different stigmatism for dudes. If a guy shows his junk, he's not thought of as a whore or something. And so this is another thing I want to touch on is people tend to judge you when you say that you do OnlyFans, especially from a female's perspective. And I really don't understand where that judgment comes from. Just because we're comfortable filming our, intimate parts of our lives and putting them online, I don't understand how that makes us a bad person, especially because, okay, think about this. Everyone who's watching this video is probably watching on a computer or a smartphone. Pretty much all of the biggest businesses in the world break the law or exploit labor and some sort, at one of the Apple plants, they had to literally put up nets around the building because they were working these people so hard, they slept under their desks and things, that they were just opening windows and jumping out and killing themselves. So think about that. Not to mention, pretty much all of the biggest corporations in the world and the most popular thing, alcohol, cigarettes, vaping, caffeine, all of that stuff is killing you. Not to mention the food in America, a lot of it is banned in other countries, the ingredients and things. So our country's totally okay with basically poisoning our citizens. And the jobs that people work, oil and gas, all that stuff. Now look, I'm not judging you guys about all the things. We're all a part of the problem. My point is, none of us are perfect. And so I don't understand why people think that they have the right to judge what somebody else wants to do with their bodies. It's not hurting anyone. It's locked behind a paywall. Kids can't see it. And honestly, it's not all just sexual. A lot of people are on there, and there are guys that have never been able to interact with someone who is a beautiful woman like Christina. and they're stoked to be on there and have access to her. And yes, she does run her own page and all that stuff. So I guess my point is, I don't understand how people think that they have the right to judge somebody else. I'm not like a super religious person, but it is in the Bible, one of the sayings is, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. The point is, nobody should be throwing a stone because none of us are perfect. So I just don't really understand that, and especially when it comes to like flesh and blood. I don't know what people's outlooks are on life. I try to be a good moral person, a good person to my family and to my friends, and just a good person in general. And we deal with a lot of negativity putting our lives on social media, and I feel like we've always handled it with grace, even people who are just like going off on us. And because you never know where people are.
We've had that online and in person.
Yes, yeah. And people wondering about like judging, how do your parents feel and whatever. I don't think people realize Christina didn't grow up in America. She's an immigrant. She's from Lebanon, and the other half of her family is from Ukraine. Her mom and brother had to walk away from everything they've ever built when the war started, and they're still displaced to this day. And same thing with like the other side of her family. Like if they wouldn't have got out of Lebanon when they did, like her father's job was bombed, and like she had bombs dropping in her village where she grew up. Like us doing what we're doing and building our own lives and our own businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses, have allowed us to basically help get her family like out of horrible situations. And so like when people ask how does her family feel about like what she does, like they're incredibly thankful. Like it's crazy to me that people like I said, there's plenty of people who work jobs for companies that literally break the law or kill people, and we aren't doing either one of those things. So
I will say, when I first wanted to get into modeling and stuff, and I have friends who, you know, did modeling and all that stuff, shoots and whatever, I had a photographer that was actually very good and now does it for a living and works with corporations and everything. And he was like, hey, I'll do a shoot with you so you have some like good photos, professional photos. However, I would like to take one photo of you topless so I can keep it.
Which is very common.
And I'm like, what? I had friends that did that and went on to have portraits made and the photos and whatever, and I walked away from that. I was like, no.
And would have also opened doors.
I'm not gonna do that.
Her.
I'm not okay with that. So then I walked away from that and that photographer, and then started doing it on my own.
Yeah.
Started doing Instagram and YouTube, and that's how everything just started. So.
Yeah. And so originally she submitted to a bunch of agencies, like trying to get like a manager and all that kind of stuff to do modeling and acting and all that, and basically they all just said no, you were too short to be a model.
Too busty,
yeah,
whatever.
So that's when she started her YouTube channel. So I was like, F them, just do it yourself. Start doing try-ons on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of how this all started. But this is a really long clip.
It's been a long journey.
And I hope that you guys have stayed with me, because I think it's really important, because I think a lot of the times people worry so much about what other people are going to think of what you're doing. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me about wanting to just be on social media, and other people reaching out about, you know, their girlfriends doing Onlyfans and all that, and how do you deal with what other people are going to think about you. And I'm like, dude, like, life is not guaranteed. It's very fragile and it's very short. One day, all of us are going to be dead, and we're all going to be forgotten about. And I think that if you don't do what you enjoy doing and try to just live a life that's fulfilling to you and brings you joy and happiness, you're literally wasting your time. And if you're living your life worrying about what other people are thinking about and talking about you behind closed doors or whatever, even family and friends, like, you're never going to live a fulfilling life. You're never going to do what you truly want to do.
People are going to judge you no matter what
you do.
No matter what you do, they'll judge you.
As long as you are 100% happy with what you do and stand behind it, it doesn't matter what other people will say. I play video games, and some of the people on my server found out that like my girlfriend's an Onlyfans girl and that I'm on there with her, and they were like in the world chat trying to say like, oh, I've seen your girlfriend, whatever, and I've seen you, whatever. And I'm like, dude, thank you. I appreciate the support, and that's awesome. And like they weren't expecting that response, and like they immediately just like it was no longer fun for them anymore to try to like, I don't know, poke fun or have some sort of
it's like a bully. They want a reaction out of you.
But again, because
angry.
We're comfortable with it and something that we've sat down and figured out what are we comfortable with, what other people says about it really doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant. So yeah, that's kind of my whole take on like a lot of questions that I see about OnlyFans and what people are like how we're able to do it. I think that if you're comfortable with yourself and you and your partner have talked about it, I really see no problem with it at all. And to be honest, I think it's even brought us closer, being able to like share that intimate side of our lives with people. Like, it should be empowering. It shouldn't be something that's like, and this is like a thing in America too, like where like you can't see a nipple, you can't see, it's skin and bones and flesh. It's something that everybody has seen, and honestly, I'd be willing to bet 95% of men have looked or watched porn at some point in their lives. That stuff is completely fake. It's not locked behind a paywall. Kids can see it and find it, and it's $1 billion industry. So I think, and they're just having sex with random people. Like, this is a relationship. We're not cheating on each other. It's us. So I don't know. I think it's a lot healthier than seeing like actual pornography out there in the world. Like I said, there's a lot worse things going on in the world. So it's just something that I wanted to share. And now let's go get a workout in. All right, we have arrived at the gym. We're starting off on the treadmills to warm up, and there's music blasting in here, so it's gonna get copyrighted. So I'm just gonna have to do short clips. I'll try and show you guys what I can of the workouts, and then we'll show you the physique update at the end. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, but starting Sunday, TikTok will be banned thanks to the Supreme Court. I can't think of the last time America banned anything. And the fact that they're banning TikTok, choosing to ban TikTok, is actually insane to me. They're like, hey, nobody's gonna take advantage of our citizens except for us. All right, we're doing back and biceps today together. We're starting out with assisted pull-ups just to kind of get the blood flow and get the back all nice and warmed up. We're gonna do 2 wide grip and then 2 inside. And I'm not gonna be able to film long clips in here because of the music, but I'll try and show what I can. Okay, so I mainly do a pull down and then a row. One's for back thickness, one for back width, and I just rotate back and forth. For Christina, I call these boob smashers, rightfully so. But yeah, it's just a machine row, and she's just pulling back, and that's all it is. Nice and easy, right?
So easy.
Look how pretty she is. Look at that face. All right, we're back to a row again, or sorry, a pull down. A pull down. Again, for back width. If she didn't have a crop top on, you can see how jacked her lats are right there. That's what's gonna give you that width in your back. For females, give you that hourglass shape. For men, give us that shield. All right, next we're doing bent over barbell rows. Trying to keep that back as flat as possible. Pulling up into the stomach and getting a nice squeeze in the back. Right in here, again, thickness for the back. That's what this is. Looks good.
Jaret's gonna show the next move. We're doing shrugs. Let's go, Jaret. Get those traps nice and big.
Pick up Christina. I gotta be able to pick up Christina.
Yeah.
This weighs about as much as you do.
Yeah. Yeah. On to barbell curl. Is that correct? Barbell? Easy bar. Easy bar curls. Curls for the girls, as they say, right?
Yes, sir.
Curls for them girls.
Sounds like the biceps.
Juicy, juicy. On to cable curls. So after you do all your back movements, then you go to arms to finish off.
Because your arms are a secondary movement of all the back exercises.
That's what she said.
So you don't need to do a bunch of curls afterwards.
Because you're utilizing them in your back
during
movements.
the compound movements of your back.
So you're just exhausting them right now.
All right, and we're finishing off back where we started with assisted pull-ups. We're gonna do 2 sets to failure, 1 wide grip and 1 close grip. And then we'll show you how the physique is looking after that. Okay, that's our back and biceps done. Guys, in a couple weeks, I'm gonna be turning 42 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe that? I've been working out lifting weights since I was 12 years old. So it's been a hell of a journey. Tina Wieners is 31. Are you 31? Look at that back. Yeah.
Do I have any thickness in?
Yeah, you do. But you gotta, when you flex, there. That's a little bit better.
I need to strengthen that so it helps with posture, so I'm not always...
Because of your boobs?
My boobs.
Because your boobs are huge.
No, lifelong problem. I mean, because...
Also, we did a couples workout on her channel where I went more into depth on why we were doing the things that we were doing. Yeah, at-home workout. And then I have a lifting playlist too on my channel. If you guys want to try out our workouts, where I go through the whole workout more in depth. And then I have a lifting website, a personal training website too, for track and field and for personal training and all that. JaretCampfit.com. I don't know if I still have it linked or not in my description, but yeah, there you go. That was our workout.
I gotta go stretch.
Done. Yeah, we're gonna do some stretching. A lot of the times we'll do, at least 3 times a week, we'll do cardio after that too. So we'll just go run for like on and off for 20 minutes, something like that. Still do stair climber. But we got stuff to do today and we're already running a little bit late.
Yeah. A new place we haven't tried.
Yes. So we're gonna go get stretch and then go home and shower and get ready to go out and grab some dinner. All right, we just showered and now we're getting ready to go out. I just threw on a black long sleeve t-shirt and some black jeans. Tina Wieners is in here getting ready. She's got what looks like the beginnings of a bodysuit. Look at the juicy booty on that one. Wowskers. What are you gonna wear with that?
I go out just like this.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. In typical Christina fashion, she's watching a movie while she
TV show.
Gets ready, has breakfast, does whatever she does. We've got Nemo in here, sniffing around, wondering what's going on. And we're gonna go to a new restaurant tonight. Where are we going to?
Luna Italian cuisine.
Yeah,
I think.
our first time.
First time.
And it's a local place. People have been like, show local places, stop going to chains. We don't have a lot of local places, folks. We're in Central PA.
We also like what we like.
Yeah, well, I do like local places, but anyway, we're gonna get ready and then we'll head out here in a second. And of course, right after we got most of the snow melted and plowed, it's supposed to snow another 4 to 5 inches, which means we gotta shovel and plow all of it all over again.
At least the sun came out.
Yeah, I know, it's
At
nice.
the end of the day.
But 4 to 5 inches will be the most that we have gotten. Look at this, look at craziness. If you guys have never seen downtown Mechanicsburg, this is it right here. Well,
You're not missing much.
maybe a little bit further down. It is kind of like a cool, quaint little like downtown area, but then once you get outside of the downtown area, and especially in wintertime, it can be a bit depressing. It's kind of like row homes, everything's dead. The biggest buildings are churches. Yeah, but like that's cool, that house looks dope. Yeah, and the Rake Straws ice cream is really good. And like some of these houses are like, that's cool. Yeah, Rake Straws. But yeah, pretty interesting. This is basically like how I grew up. Really small towns, an even smaller town in Perry County called New Bloomfield. That's where I grew up. And Christina grew up in an even smaller town in Lebanon called, what was your town called?
Well, I grew up in Beirut.
Yeah, but that's not, you weren't in Beirut.
I was in
What was the
Beirut.
town?
My grandparents were in Nebi Island.
Nebi Island.
That's a small village, yes.
Yeah. So we both kind of come from similar backgrounds. And look how pretty she looks. She looks so pretty in her outfit.
And my big ass coat.
Fake fur, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Also, I wanted to say thank you for all of the input on our last video about the car and how Mercedes declined our claim to buy back the vehicle. We do have other options. We could submit for lemon law in Pennsylvania. We could hire a lawyer. We're just not sure if we want to go down that route. I like to stay away from like negativity and all that BS. As far as, I think probably what we would do is just see what like maybe BMW or Porsche would give us on a trade-in and then go from there. But if we were gonna lose more than like 30 grand, we probably would just keep the car and just drive it for a while.
Look at this, they built, look at all this.
Oh
They
my
built all
God, these are all new.
Holy
And this is the
moly.
restaurant, right? Where?
When we were here, there was nothing. It was just like one brewery and an empty
Yeah,
parking
which
lot.
you guys should have seen on the channel at some
A
point.
long
Wolf
time
Brewing,
ago.
way over there.
And
Where is the
now-
restaurant?
Right
This
here,
is Down to Earth
on the
Cafe.
right.
Oh, Luna, Italian cuisine.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
now
right
they've
there.
built like apartments and this little like
Martial Arts Center. So we can
area.
we can get some food teams and then
And
do
then get a workout.
some flips. Yeah, and get some martial
I
arts
can
in.
beat you up.
This is our area. There's like this kind of stuff is being built everywhere in this area. And I think Cumberland County is the fastest growing county in Pennsylvania. pretty freaking insane. So they won Christina's heart over real quick.
When you walk in, gelato.
Look at this, gelato.
Oreo.
And not only gelato, but then you walk in here and they have all kinds of pastries and desserts. Look at this. What would you get out of here?
None of
Cannolis?
it. No, I'm not a fan of
Those look
cannolis.
pretty good though. Carrot cake? Red velvet cake? Oh my, those look good too. Like little donuts with cream. I like cheesecake. I'd probably get cheesecake.
Something lemon.
This looks pretty cool. All right, as soon as they sat down, they brought us waters and some assorted breads, along with a mix of, I don't even know what this is, olive oil and some other stuff in there, which is fantastic. And then Christina went ahead and ordered some bruschetta for us. So basically like tomatoes on bread with a little bit of more olive and vinegar. Basically what we're eating already. You wanna try it? See what you think? Good?
Oh, it's so delicious.
Yeah, I figured it would be. So for my first drink, I started off with a Manhattan. This one has a rye whiskey, sweet vermouth, a black walnut bitters, and a Luxardo cherry. And I gotta say, it is very good. So is that, and so is the bread. Everything has been fantastic so far. And I'm Italian, and we've been to Italy, so we know food.
Okay, what's the percentage of being Italian compared to French?
12%. 34% French German, 12% Italian.
You remember how you thought you were like 60% Italian?
I thought I was half. Turns out I was wrong.
Turns out you were lied to.
Yeah.
Whole life.
All right, I tried one of their old fashions, which I'm very excited about. I got the house salad, and look at how adorable this thing is. I love it. And then Christina went with the
Wedding soup.
the wedding soup. I love Italian wedding soup. Want to try a
Never
bite?
had it, but it's like, well, it's very hot.
Okay,
It
don't
looks
burn
like
your mouth.
Meatballs and some lentils and some little pasta bowls.
And shout out to the chef Tony who came out and said hello
did.
from
He came and
Naples,
said hello.
Italy. Here, you want to film me? I'll try my
Yeah.
my old fashioned. I'm a bit of an old fashioned connoisseur. First you smell it. I got some bitters and some orange.
Everywhere he goes, he always has to have one old fashioned.
Wow, that's very
Which one's
good.
better, this one or the Manhattan?
Oh, this is better for me, for my palate, and this is one of the best old fashions in town. Salad was phenomenal. Christina's soup is amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
And I'm the pickiest eater on earth.
She actually is.
It's very good.
So she likes it. That's saying something. And then my meal has arrived. I went with the filet cooked in a garlic butter sauce with linguine and was it a crab or something on top?
That's all crab.
Okay. Yes, crab, and I think those are sun-dried tomatoes. I can't remember what it
that
was.
makes sense.
Yeah, something like that. But this looks absolutely incredible. I'm gonna try a couple bites, and I'll let you know how it is. Get this in there.
Jared's building himself a very
My crab
nice
fell off.
little bite.
Oh
It all
no.
fell off.
Whatever.
How is it, Jared? Is it good? Because you were worried about getting this. Because Jared usually just likes his meat with his like veggie and a potato. So,
It's phenomenal.
is it phenomenal?
It's
all right.
so silky, smooth, and moist. It's
The pasta's delicious.
nothing overrides each other. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
2 thumbs
You gotta try
up.
my teens. All right, we decided to get some desserts. Teener wieners, what'd you get?
I got like a lemon cake.
You gonna try it for us? Looks phenomenal. Is this made by the chef's?
Owner's wife?
Yeah.
Something like that. I love lemon.
So you better like it. Oh no, she started coughing.
I inhaled powdered sugar. It's really good.
Is it?
So you gotta love lemon. It's
Yeah. Nice. I got tiramisu, and apparently you can keep this,
so good. Jar.
This
Once
jar.
you're done, you can take it home.
which is pretty cool. I don't think I will.
Jared
but-
loves tiramisu. He likes
I
the
do.
coffee flavor. What is it? That's the chef.
Ciao. Say hi, Tony. Hi. Oh my God.
How is it? Is it good?
It's phenomenal. Like,
Yeah?
try it. What are these?
So those are 2 cherry cellos. It's cherry liqueur, compliments of the chef. You guys have a great experience.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, cheers, teens. We'll do
Here's
like
to
half of it.
Dry January.
I think you're only supposed to do a little bit at a time. She took it like a shot. Very good, right?
Oh, that's delicious.
It's kind of like a dessert shot.
It's a shot.
Yeah.
But it's like a sweet shot.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Cherry.
Very good. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
Tell me that's not.
Usually not a fan of tiramisu, but that is the best.
Yeah, because you have never had real tiramisu.
That is the best I've had.
That's so good. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Pull into the driveway, and we got a bunch of deer running around. I think you can see some.
Right there.
Oh yeah, there they are. There they are. Look at them. Look at them go.
All together.
They're running. I'm pretty sure some of those are the ones that we saw that you almost walked up to and tried to pick up. Remember?
Oh, the baby.
After the farmer plowed the field.
And kill the baby.
No, yeah, there were pieces of deer all over the place. So some of them died for sure. We tried our best to save them, but you can't save them all, you know?
What?
I said we tried our best to save them, but you can't save them all. So anyway, we are arriving back home after a phenomenal meal. I highly recommend it. It is a little on the pricey side,
I need to
so be aware. What?
I need to work out.
I know. You know what's crazy? I ate a lot of food and I don't feel full. Like a normal, I don't know.
I had the tiniest cup of soup.
But I think we're gonna set up some stuff in here and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how we film some OnlyFans content. This is what we come home to. The fluffiest boy in the whole world. Look at him.
Wet dog.
Look how fluffy he is. Look at this hair. He's a fluffy boy. He's a dicky boy. Look at him. How is this even a real thing?
Oh gosh, just stuffed animal.
Look, and there's his daughter. Sage, what are you doing? You're letting him back out?
He wants back out. Look at him.
Jack. And Sage has to go over and headbutt him. Desi's probably walking back.
So cold.
It is freezing outside.
Who's back here?
Oh, it's Coop.
Yeah.
There's a nice shot for you.
Wah!
Check, please. All right, here's a little behind the scenes of what we're gonna be filming tonight. We're gonna be doing some stuff behind the screen. Look at that, a little artsy action. Obviously stuff we can't show here on YouTube. So if you're interested, go to the links in the description below. Again, it's all locked behind a paywall. Nobody can see it. Yeah, that is a juicy booty. But yeah, we try to do things that are sensual, artsy, you know, encouraging sexuality in a relationship or whatever it happens to be. Not just like raunchy money grab stuff. So yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. Peekaboo. Okay, all of our work is done for the day. We're looking for a movie to watch. I think we're gonna watch Venom: Last Dance. Something we've been wanting to see. It's finally out for rent. And we're just gonna relax and hang out. Look at this guy, dude. Nemo, what you doing, bud? Nemo. Nemo. His face is so big. His head's so big. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us for the day. I hope it gave you some insight into our lives and why we do what we do and how we justify what we do. And maybe it will inspire you guys to find something that you enjoy doing and pursue a different path from just your regular old 9-to-5. Because I will tell you, before we started doing YouTube and social media full time, the most I had ever made in a year was like $60,000, and now we're making multiple millions. So, and the company that I worked for, that I quit my job and moved out here in with my mom when I was like 30 some years old, and people were telling me I was stupid for doing it. My office, the branch that I was working for, went out of business. So it doesn't even exist anymore. So I took a chance.
So you would have been fired anyway.
Yeah, I would have been fired if I had stayed there, the safe path. And instead I took a risk, and it was the best decision I ever made. And I think that you would probably agree as well.
Why, yes.
Right? You were still in college at the time.
I was.
Yeah, didn't know what you were gonna do for a living.
I did not.
Yeah, and now look at us.
It's been a long journey.
Right? And largely because of you guys. So again, thank you for your support. We appreciate you guys. It's been an incredible journey to share with you all, and we're going to continue to share it. So if you guys want to know any other information, things you want to see, let us know in the comment section below. Again, if you want the spicy links, they're all linked in the description below, along with my motorcycle giveaways. And that's it. So thank you all so much. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.